What's up everyone, Philip and Casey here from IGN, and today we are playing Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on Nintendo Switch. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun. Casey, you reviewed this game for us, right?
I did. I was a big fan of the first one I played on the Wii U, so of course figured it wouldn't be too difficult to pick this up from where I left off, and it definitely improved upon the Wii U version quite a bit. I mean, it took a lot of the features that were added in the 3DS version. Like you can teleport and you can, gosh, there's just so much.
Yeah, lots of quality of life.
Mostly quality of life
right.
improvements. And the coolest thing, one of the coolest things is that all of the characters that you unlocked in Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U are automatically already unlocked for you as soon as you start this game. I mean, after you beat the first level of the story mode, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And we're checking out adventure mode right now, right?
Yeah, so, I jumped right in. I was like, I want to unlock Skull Kid.
Let's go.
But, so, here, let me show you guys. So there are a couple of modes in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. There's Legend mode, Free mode, which is basically just lets you play the story mode missions with any characters that you want, that you have unlocked.
Okay.
And then there's Adventure mode, which is, I'll get to in a moment. And then there's Challenge mode, which has a bunch of different challenges that let you unlock some special rewards.
Cool.
But if you want to unlock characters and their special weapons, you want to go to Adventure mode. And all of these special maps are available as soon as you beat the first mission in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. And I was really excited about that because since I didn't play very much of the 3DS version, I have not played any of these maps except for the first one. And even the first one is different than it was on Wii U.
Really? So they made some changes there?
Yeah, because now you unlock different characters here because all of the, like for example, in the first game, you had to go to the Adventure mode map to unlock like Agatha and some other characters, I think. I could be wrong, I don't remember. There's some characters that you had to unlock here, but instead it's the DLC characters that came with the 3DS, like Skull Kid and Adult Midna here. And the way this works is that it's like a basic overworld map, and here, let me find one that had one. So, for example, this one you had to play to unlock Young Link. So all you had to do is battle victory. But Midna, this one requires a search, and what that means is that you go to a place and you press the search button. And I've already done this particular square, but it'll be a map and you won't see anything, and you can use items on random squares in here, like this.
Okay.
And if you use the correct item on the correct square, it'll show you what is hidden there.
Okay, cool.
If you don't know I think these are actually taken from the original Zelda game, so if you knew some of the secrets from there, you might have a little bit of a hint of what items to use where.
That's cool. So it applies to this stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Very cool.
But you can get a compass and then use it on a square, and it'll tell you where to use the item, but it's still up to you to figure out which item to use. Like you use bombs on rocks and candles on trees.
Awesome. And they all, this map obviously leads to like battles, right? As
yes.
well.
So you go to a square and then you have to do a, I think this is limited to Darunia, and I don't like that. I don't want to use Darunia.
All right, let's try someone else.
Cool. But I do want to unlock Skull Kid, so I'm going to do it anyway.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go for it. Cool, let's see what this looks like. So yeah, obviously Adventure Mode was available on the Wii U version and the 3DS version as well, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yes. So
there were just more maps available on the 3DS version.
But they've now made their way over to the Switch version. So this truly is the definitive edition of Hyrule Warriors.
It has all of the features of the 3DS version, but then also includes co-op, which we didn't have on the 3DS, at least not on the same console.
Okay, very cool. I'm interested to see how it holds up. I mean, obviously it performed much better on Wii U than it did on 3DS, new 3DS as well. But it seems like, just from reading your review earlier, that just went up earlier today. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out after the stream. You say that for the most part, it holds up pretty well, like frame rate wise.
It really does. I remember playing with 2 players on the Wii U, the frame rate drop it was really bad when there were a lot of enemies on the screen, but it's kind of expected with Musou games, but I didn't really get that with this. There were some like really small times where you could kind of notice a drop, but it was nothing you weren't lagging.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm like customizing my character right now because I don't usually play as Darunia, so it's like, what kind of upgrades can I get to make him better and make this level be shorter.
Exactly. But one cool thing too is you get to plan for the battle and make sure
Yeah.
that you're ready for it. So if you're into that sort of thing, there's lots of that here
There's
in Hyrule Warriors.
a ton.
Yes.
You can even go to the apothecary here and apply an item that increases the chances for some things to drop. So
Cool.
if you're looking for a special rare material to be able to upgrade a character in a certain way, you go here and do that. Let's see. I think I'm good. Let's just do it. Let's play.
So what I've noticed about this version as well is that it runs at 60 frames per second.
Yes.
Right.
It's 1080p 60 frames per second.
Cool.
It's
But
quite pretty.
one thing though to notice, or that I noticed, is that the cutscenes within the game are still basically in 30 frames per second. So they're almost they're pretty much untouched like transfers over to, you know, from the Wii U version over to Switch. Except they, I believe, are in 1080p, or are those also in 720p?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well, they still look good, but yeah.
I
did
also
notice
discovered
that.
you can play the ocarina on the
Oh,
loading screen.
really? Is it like a Splatoon thing? Where
It's
you
like
can...
you
Are you-
can't see, but
Are you doing that?
yeah, I'm doing that. Oh, man, which one is that? No. That's
It's close.
oh. I got
Yeah,
it.
there it is.
Okay, I'll stop messing around with it. When I figured this out, I stopped what I was doing and messed with it for like 20 minutes, just figuring out all the songs. So I'm just easily entertained.
That's so cool.
And here, of course, you can look at all of your information. You can check your combos, which I'm going to do because I don't usually play Darunia.
Yeah.
He's a heavier character, and I prefer faster hitting characters like Sheik and Zelda.
So one thing like that obviously people sort of relate to these types of games, the Warriors style games, they're like hack and slash style games, which is very, you know, it's very true to the fact that, you know, you can go through the entire game hack and slashing, but combos are also a very viable option and fun thing to use during gameplay, and you constantly unlock more as well, right?
Yeah, and they're all really varied between the different characters. So, for example, Sheik, if you do one combo, like YX, I think she does a water twister move, and then if you use her special attack with X right after that, she'll play the Serenade of Water, and it puts on a special effect, and it's the same thing. She does the Speller of Fire and the Nocturne of Shadow and a bunch of other songs, depending on what the last combo finisher she used, and that's really interesting and cool. And Zelda, with her special attack, she will build up like light energy, which adds special effects to the attack that she's doing.
Cool.
And kind of need to pay attention a little bit. Oh no. So also in this game, if any of your main captains die or are forced to flee, you will lose the mission. So you have to make sure that you're protecting the people in your main piece. And sometimes I don't pay attention because it's like, I don't care about them, I only care about myself, and then I lose.
Can you adjust the difficulty on the adventure mode map, or is it just set to a certain difficulty for each one?
I have not tried.
Ah, okay. Because I know that you can adjust the difficulty for the actual campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I highly recommend playing through like hard. That's the way that I've found myself enjoying warrior style games the most, because they do tend to be a little bit easier when you play on, you know, obviously easy and even normal.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't play it on easy mode. It's way too easy. And I know this is looking kind of easy right now, but it's because my character is pretty leveled up. I know I said I never play as Darunia, but John Ryan was playing as Darunia the other day, so when we're capturing for the review. He's a fellow wikis editor.
Awesome.
Let's see.
I just want to give a quick shout out too to the chats. We've got the IGN YouTube chat. We were on Twitch as well, Mixer, and our own IGN.com live stream chat as well. So great to see everyone here. I saw Tanuki Zach, a regular old NBC member, saying hi in the chat. Good to see you, man. So I'm wondering, what's the hype level for you guys for Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on Switch? Who here is excited about it, and who is planning on picking it up on Friday? Sound off in the chat.
So what I just did, sometimes an item icon will appear above an enemy, and then if you hit them with it, they kind of mess up their move, and then it attacks all of their friends. So if you actually put more strategy and thought into it, you can do it a lot easier. You can make it a lot easier for yourself. I mean, if you really wanted to literally just button mash your way through the game, you could. But you don't have to. Let's see. Let me look at this battlefield info to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go. Allied base. Cool. This is a really useful feature, the battle log, in case you're like, I don't know what just happened. Because if you're not paying attention to that, like you said, some people will be forced to flee, and it might cog through the map if they are a main character. So if like a Hyrule captain has to flee, it's not a big deal. But if a main character like Impa or Lana flee, sometimes it costs you the mission.
Now, are you able to command your captains and your teammates to go to different areas on the map as well?
So you are only able to do that if you are able to choose multiple different characters as playable. So right now I can only play as Darunius, so I don't have anyone to command. But if I had, for example, like 2 or 3 characters at my disposal, like in the first level you unlock Zelda and Link, and then you are able to command one and control the other one. Oh, these guys are really strong right now. That was a terrible aim. That was a terribly aimed attack.
Oh, that's all right. At least you got him.
Yeah, I killed a moblin.
Nice.
A whole moblin. And another thing about these dodges is that they do carry invincibility frames, so you can basically just continuously dodge and avoid most damage, which is nice.
Very good.
You can also block, but I never block. I know some of you guys know me from Monster Hunter World. I use a sword and shield, and I just don't block almost ever.
Full offense.
Just dodge.
Yeah.
It's faster. And if you kill these outpost captains, they will no longer spawn enemies from those points anymore. I don't know. Oh. Sorry.
No worries.
Skull Kid makes his appearance. Also, I want to know what character do you guys want to see next?
Yeah.
Let us know, and we will choose those characters so you can
Exactly.
see how they play.
We are going to be playing a little bit of co-op as well, which is also kind of new to the Definitive Edition. So basically the way co-op worked previously on Wii U was you could play, one player would play on the TV and the other player would have their screen on the gamepad. But now for the Switch version, they've introduced split screen, which is pretty much exactly how it worked with Fire Emblem Warriors. So if you were a fan of that, it's now available here in Hyrule Warriors, so that's pretty exciting. And it also, I believe it does offer like individual split Joy-Con play as well, so that should be cool. We're not going to play that way. We do have 2 pro controllers ready to go, which is the preferred way to play. What was that? Oh yeah, that's right. So we got a poll going on IGN.com for what is your hype level for Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Still got about 3 minutes left on the clock, so I'm gonna wait.
He just threw a moon. He just threw a moon at people.
A moon?
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, man. So is he a boss or a mini boss?
I have to go. Oh no, he just wrecked me.
Oh man. Okay. Go get some hearts.
I'm gonna get some hearts and help Volga because he's not doing too good. And unfortunately, there are no owl statues. I haven't seen any owl statues in the adventure maps. And what those do is let you use the ocarina to teleport between the 2. Wow, I'm getting destroyed right now, guys.
Oh no.
This is why I need to pay attention.
It's hard to talk and play this game at the same time because there is a lot going on screen and you have to like pay attention to all these little details, especially when you're playing adventure mode.
It's this is why playing with 2 people is so much easier because you can pay attention to multiple objectives at the same time. And this is especially helpful when there are side missions because if you ignore your main missions for too long, you will fail. But sometimes if you're by yourself and the 2 objectives are on opposite sides of the map and you don't have another character to command, it's very difficult to get it done.
Yeah. It's also a lot quicker as well when you have 2 players because you can cover a lot more distance at the same time. So.
Significantly.
Yeah.
It's also more fun. Let me go help my home base real quick. I'll head back to Skull Kid in a second. Your home base, which is marked by the flag, if that one falls, then the mission is done.
Also, let us know if you guys have any questions. We'll be answering your questions just on the fly, so make sure you drop them in the chat so we can see them. Alex Clunnan says, hey, Casey and Filip, what's up? Not much, just chilling, hanging out with Hyrule Warriors here.
Man, there's just so many of them. I love that. It's like his angry dance that he does in Ocarina of Time.
There's obviously like a ton of fan service here for Zelda fans.
And it is, I mean, you guys can hear it. Like all of those sound effects are just straight from the Zelda games. It's really neat. And on the adventure mode maps, we'll go to one after this. Oh, here's Skull Kid. He's good. I'm glad he's chasing me.
Yeah, you can finish him off now. There you go.
Oh no. All right. Hopefully that does it. But the music that plays in the different adventure maps is from those games. So if you go to the Termina map, it's the Clock Town song that plays when the moon is fast approaching. And Wind Waker has a Wind Waker song. It's really neat. I like it.
We Say Redskins in the Twitch chat asks, is there any amiibo support? There is.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Man, no, you can tell them about it.
Yeah, so you can use up to 5 amiibo per day, and pretty much any amiibo will work with Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, except if you have Zelda-specific amiibo, highly recommend using those because you'll get better item drops, which is really cool. So like you can get like 4 5-star item drops just if you use a Link character or a Zelda character. But the catch is you can only use one of that character type per day. So if you use a Link character or any Link amiibo that you have, you can't use another Link amiibo that same day. You have to wait for this sort of clock to reset. Same goes for Zelda or any other Hyrule or Zelda amiibo.
And I got a really good harp for Sheik with that, actually.
Nice.
And it's still the one I'm using. I used it like very early on in the game. I missed that. Okay.
All right, so the poll has ended. The results are officially in. Let me see if I can see what it is. So the winner of the poll, we asked a couple different questions. Let's see, can I expand the poll details here, Mitch? Okay. Give us a second here. All right, so the details were hype, pretty hype, not that hype, and when is Smash. And the winner by over 57%, or by 57%, is when is Smash. And I believe the smallest amount of votes went to hype. So unfortunately, it doesn't seem like maybe a lot of you people already played this game on Wii U or on 3DS when it originally came out. And if that's the case, then obviously there isn't a lot of new stuff in this iteration of it, or in the definitive version of Hyrule Warriors. But it's still obviously a ton of fun to play, especially if you're a Zelda fan.
And if you have someone to play with.
Exactly.
And the adventure mode is honestly much more challenging than the story mode. The story mode does have it's a fan servicey, cool storyline. Mm-hmm. But if you've already played the Wii U version, it's the same story, so it's nothing new. Saria's song dance.
That's awesome.
And each of the characters have this really cool victory dance. Most of them aren't actually dances, but a victory scene that plays when you finish.
Yeah. He is so happy right now. I've never seen a Goron so happy before.
Except when you play Saria's song. Cool, so we just unlocked Skull Kid. So tell us what characters you want us to play as next.
Yeah.
And we will also go unlock Toon Link. Is that? Sure. Let's see. 4 options. Sheik, Young Link, who else? Lana.
You want to do Impa?
And Impa, yeah, because Filip likes Impa.
I love Impa, yeah. She's my favorite to play as, so. Cool, and as you can see, we've unlocked a new square on the adventure map, right?
So to access a new square, you have to complete one of them before it. So I could have come around this way and done all of these squares first, but I wanted to get the Majora's Mask Skull Kid, so yeah. And now I can challenge this if I want, and right now we don't know what the reward is for A rank victory, but if we do that search, you probably have to use a bomb. Oh, hey, wait, there's a ring of fire and some butterflies. I know that means something.
Okay.
So, but if you're not sure what item to use, you can always buy a compass, and then it'll show you where to use an item. Let me go to the Great Sea map.
Oh, Xeno Emblem in the Twitch chat says Impa is my favorite too. Good on you, Xeno. That's awesome.
My favorite Sheik.
Yeah?
Yep.
Sheik is cool.
Just because I like her mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they're really neat that they play different songs. So right now, it looks like Young Link is winning. Wait, you don't have it in game following hammer. This is a different save. I have not finished the legend mode. I did not get this item yet.
Oh.
So we're not gonna do this one.
All right. Oh yeah, Young Link is sweeping right now.
Yeah.
90% of the votes.
Let's do Young Link.
Cool.
Let's see. Which one haven't I done yet? This one? Here, let me show you how this works. So I can go to the item card shop and buy a compass and then use it on the square and it'll show me. All right, and I have a candle to use on the street and it'll reveal the secret.
Oh, that's so cool.
And that's the new reward. And the new reward is a full heart piece for someone I haven't unlocked it. Maybe. I'm not sure. Those question marks. I guess we'll find out when we play.
Alright, so we're going into another battle. We're going to jump in with Young Link, it looks like.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me level this dude up first. This is also really nice. You can just pay to level up your characters up to your max character level. So you still have to do the work for at least one of the characters.
Right.
But once you've done that, you can level them all up. So it doesn't discourage you from using new characters, which is really nice.
How easy is it to get rupees? Do you find it's pretty easy? Are you struggling at all to like have enough to afford everything you want?
I know eventually I would, if I wanted to level all of my characters up to max at the same time, I would not have enough rupees to do that.
Okay.
But honestly, what also takes a lot of money is combining weapons and appraising them. So sometimes you have a weapon that has an ability that will not be unlocked unless you've killed a certain amount of enemies with it. And you can pay 30,000 rupees to see what that is already. So we'll know if it's worth all of that work. But 30,000 rupees is a whole lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and then it also costs 30,000 rupees to delete a skill off of a weapon. So if you want to add a new skill, it can get very expensive. And I did that, and I was like, I'm not doing that again. So, let's see.
So there's a lot of people in the chat that are kind of having, I don't want to call it an argument, let's call it like a debate. That some of them are saying that a port or a remake of an older game, which is what this is not worth $60. Some people think it should be a little bit cheaper. But I just want to remind you guys, the Switch is selling incredibly well, far better than the Wii U sold. So obviously there are a lot of people who have yet to check out Hyrule Warriors at all, ever. Especially those who also did not own a 3DS or a new 3DS, which I don't know who doesn't anymore because so many of those sold. But yeah, just keep that in mind too, that if you have played this previously, maybe it's not worth $60 to you, but to other people out there, it could very well be worth the money. I personally think it's a fair price, especially with all the improvements.
Especially if you've never played the game before. It's
right.
Definitely worth it. And Xeno Emblem says, selling weapons is a great way to get rupees. Great tip.
True, very true.
Yeah, because you will collect a ton of weapons that you just never use. So if it doesn't have any skills on it, just sell it. Sell it.
And those just basically drop on the battlefield, right?
Yeah, they'll just drop by killing enemies.
Very cool.
All right, I have not used Young Link. I think I used him twice, so I'm not totally familiar with his combos yet. Let's figure them out.
There's tons of nostalgia vibes flowing through me right now. I cannot believe how cool he looks. It is so cool.
Wait until you see his special attack. He puts on the Fiercelarity mask. It's really cool.
Nice.
So I need to go somewhere else, but I'm going to capture this keep real quick instead. Cool. That's so neat!
It's also just really cool seeing such a high-res version of Young Link, like just 1080p and just looking all next-gen. Very cool.
With all of his masks.
Yeah.
I think his like subtitle in this game is Masked Youngster.
Masked Youngster.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna leave so I can finish this fast so that maybe we can do one co-op with Filip. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to this place on a map that has marked a fairy, and if I capture this keep, I will get a fairy that will then allow me to resist this certain type of damage, and another keep that is protected by that element.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool, cool attack. Where is that keep off?
So Link primarily uses a sword, whether you're playing as young Link or older Link. So are characters allowed to use different weapon types? Like, can you ever put a spear in Link's hand or anything like that?
They still have to, it has to be their weapon. So Link can also, well, adult Link also has access to a fire rod, which is, I think you get that, that's a really common item in a lot of other games. Like I think A Link Between Worlds has that.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
You get the fire rod off of those.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those
fairies,
I hated those things the first time I saw them. It was
Yeah.
terrifying. They completely destroyed me.
They're the worst.
But I'm just gonna go fight. I have to go all the way around. This one having a second player would be so helpful.
Yeah, because there is a lot of distance. Like the maps are pretty big in this game, and there's enemies you have to weed through as you're going through them, as you can see right now. But it's still,
I should have made the left early. Can I come in here? No, it's closed.
Still
Okay, I have to
locked
destroy these other targets first.
Jack Cowick Kimone asks, do you have to unlock the costumes or are they already available from the start?
So some of them you have to unlock, but the Breath of the Wild costumes are available immediately.
Okay, cool. And that's for Link and Zelda, right?
Yeah. Okay. We got a Cuckoo friend. But I'm gonna go this way.
Tanuki Zach would love us to show off the Breath of the Wild costume. So I might play as Link when we do co-op, and maybe I'll use that costume.
And I'll play as Zelda. We can be classic.
Awesome.
I love how they have cuckoos in this game. It's just really funny to me. And if you ever see an enemy cuckoo and you attack it, it'll get mad and follow you around and attack you with its cuckoo horde. Alright, I gotta go fight this last commander, and it's very far away. I should have changed the music for this level as well, because some of the songs are really cool. Like the Twilight Princess field map music remix is really cool.
Oh, you can actually change music?
Yeah,
okay.
So no matter what level you're on, you can just change the music.
Nice. Was that something that was possible before? Or is that new?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But you know what is new is that there's now a gallery, so you can rewatch cutscenes in this game.
Nice.
Oh no, Zelda's in danger! I gotta go save her!
Go get Zelda!
This has never happened before. The adventure mode maps are also a lot shorter than the story mode maps. Sometimes.
Because the story mode maps, yeah, we were talking about this a few days ago. Like, the story mode maps usually take like an average of like what 20 to 30 minutes to complete. Maybe a little shorter if you're playing co-op.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they're pretty lengthy, meaty missions. There's like a lot of little smaller menial tasks that they ask you to do, like as you sort of work your way up to each level's boss. So they definitely last a long time, which I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of, honestly.
Yeah, which is why it's so helpful to have two people play, because one person can just focus on the side missions while the other one works to progress the main mission.
Right.
Let's get another poll going on. What game do you want the next song to be from? Ocarina of Time, Hyrule Warriors, let's see, what else? Skyward Sword, or an original song? I'm just clearing these guys out of my home base because I don't want to get the "your home base is about to fall" mission like message when I'm in the middle of capturing the main goal.
Blackfire401 over in the YouTube chat is asking, is the performance while playing split-screen co-op better in this version than back in the Wii U? At least 30 frames per second.
Significantly. It's
Yes.
significantly better. And you'll see that for yourself in just a little bit.
Yeah.
After this mission, we'll switch over to co-op and you can check it out.
I do believe it goes from 60 frames to 30 frames per second when you're playing co-op, but that's honestly not too big of a deal. This isn't a game where you have to be very like precise with your hits like you would in, let's say, like a Dark Souls style game. But I'd, you know, for a co-op experience, it's pretty solid, I'd say, for Switch.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Is this Fierce Deity?
Oh, that's so cool!
Nice.
Okay. So when you have a high magic meter, you can go into this special mode, which just really powers up your character. I want to kill minions so I can stay in this mode for longer. But you go into a special mode where you're just ultra powerful, and Young Link has a super special mode because most characters don't transform, but he does. I'm a fierce side to you again.
That's so cool. Kyle in the chat is asking, I know this supports local multiplayer, but will it allow any kind of connected online multiplayer? There is actually no online multiplayer in the definitive edition of Hyrule Warriors.
I'm trying to play my Ocarina while I'm getting... I just wanted to see what it did.
Xeno
Right.
Emblem in the Twitch chat says, as long as it's a stable 30 frames per second, that's a big step up from both Hyrule Warriors and Fire Emblem Warriors co-op. Yeah, I haven't noticed, like, we were playing split screen co-op late last week, and we didn't notice any frame skipping issues at all, so.
Yeah, and I even played on... I even played split screen on the actual Switch, like in handheld mode.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so we put it up on the stand and both used our Joy-Cons, and it actually performed really well. I was really surprised. Yeah, we didn't have any issues. We put as much stress on it as possible. Like, we attacked a Cuckoo, so we would have two armies plus the Cuckoo army all at the same time. And like I said earlier, there were maybe like some like really slight frame rate drops, but nothing that would interrupt your play.
Right. Well, that's good. Very nice. That means you can take it with you and play tabletop, stress-free.
It's also really small screen, so I actually don't recommend playing it like that because it was very stressful trying to actually see what was going on.
Yeah.
With such a small screen space.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of how they split it. They do like a horizontal split screen instead of like the vertical split screen. I guess it's to show you like a sort of a wider peripheral view of like all the enemies that are surrounding you. But it makes it, in my opinion, a little bit more difficult to actually see what's ahead of you and where you're going, especially if you're playing on the lower end of the split screen.
Okay, so we are choosing between a Twilight Princess song, Ocarina of Time song, Skyward Sword song, or an original song from Hyrule Warriors. So I'll pick Zelda, and let's add Filip.
Cool.
All right. And it's easy as pushing in the left stick.
Nice.
Hyrule Warriors, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time. Those are the song choices. Alright, so I'll be Zelda, and I will...
You're gonna use your Breath of the Wild costume?
Yeah, wait. Costumes. There we go. This one's significantly better. Alright, and the weird thing is that player 1 actually chooses the character for player 2, so hopefully you're playing with someone who's nice.
Yes.
And you'll play as Link with his Heir of the Wild tunic, and you also have the original costume that he starts off with in Hyrule Warriors, and Hero's clothes with a fancy, stylish scarf.
Yeah, that blue scarf.
Which I think if you got the collector's edition at the Nintendo store in New York, you would actually get that scarf.
Really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
and I really wanted it, but I wasn't going to fly to New York to go get the scarf.
That's
right.
cool, though.
So do you want to do Master Sword or Magic Rod?
Oh, let's do the Master Sword. For sure.
You have to kill a lot of enemies with the sword to unlock its skills.
Okay, let's see if we can get through 10,000 enemies in this one level.
Maybe. Maybe we can. Oh, I didn't pick the song. We can pick the song in the next level.
Okay.
We'll have time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to press start. Let's do it. Now you have to go to start battle as well.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, so here it is.
Breath of the Wild costume.
Yeah, it's almost like we're playing Breath of the Wild. But not really. Okay, so where do we have to go?
So this is just capture enemy keeps.
Okay.
So, I guess once we're here.
I'm gonna follow you for now.
So like I was saying here, if you press X, she does this movement and then collects light, and then her attacks will do different things. So we're just following the white highlights on the map.
Okay. So it's blinking over into this next little enemy keep here.
Mm-hmm.
Starting us off kind of easy. Just like one enemy at a time so far.
I got frozen.
No.
Nice.
There we go.
Teamwork.
Yeah. God, I love seeing those rupees pop out. It's like pretty gratifying. All right, so far I got 3 kills. We got 9,997 to go.
Oh no! This probably wasn't a good level for that.
Sit tight, everyone.
Oh well.
Get a drink. It's gonna be a minute. Some Zalfos coming out.
I think we're over leveled, Philip.
Are we? A little bit, huh?
I remember these guys being pretty difficult when I was like level 2 or 3.
That's still kind of cool though. So instead of throwing like ginormous amounts of waves of enemies at us, they're sort of giving us one or two stronger enemies.
Yeah, these are like the mini bosses and like commanders that you'll find in the regular story mode. Oh wow.
Well, that was quick.
We'll get to those song choices immediately.
Yeah, very nice.
And I feel like I didn't get to show you the best of Zelda's moves, so I'll pick Zelda again.
So it looks like 50% of the chat said we should use the Ocarina of Time music, right? Cool.
So Xeno Emblem said, in case anyone is curious, the amount of damage you can take in adventure mode before you lose your A rank has been vastly improved. So if that turned you off from completing all the adventure maps, hopefully that may sway you to try again with this version. And I have absolutely noticed that. I'm getting A ranks a lot easier than in the Wii U version.
Mm-hmm.
The Wii U version, I would usually have to retry them multiple times, generally because of the taking damage.
Yeah.
Or not killing enough enemies, because I would just go straight to the objectives to prevent myself from losing health.
Do you think that's because you have more experience with the game now, or is it more so because this version just has different...
I think this version is better, is what Xeno, if we're to believe what Xeno Emblem just said in the chat on Twitch. Let's see. Also, why are these all limited to Daruni? I don't understand. Let's go here. Defeat. The enemies are hidden and must be revealed. I don't know what that means. Let's do it.
Let's go. Defeat all the enemies.
Can I?
Maybe we can.
Oh, that's weird.
Can you use an item to reveal the enemies?
Maybe. Enemies are hidden. Oh yeah, I guess I do have to use an item. Here, let's see. Let's see.
Compass.
I don't have the item available to get rid of those butterflies. See, you gotta unlock them first. So you have to actually go to a square.
Okay.
That'll fix the butterflies.